Hello, everyone. Hope you are doing very well and enjoying your life. Those that living in Sydney, definitely you're working or enjoying your time. Today is a good day after a couple of days raining in Sydney. And those that in Canada or the other side of world, definitely it's nighttime over there. Enjoy your night with your friends, family, and kids. Today, I have a great person and successful business owner in our global team, Janina from Canada. And before we know her more, I introduce myself for those on that may not know me. My name is Roya. I live in Sydney with my daughter and my husband, and I work as an electronics engineer as a full-time job. Janina, thank you so much, first of all, that you schedule your time. I know you're busy with full-time job and this business. I really appreciate you, that you could make it for me. Thank you. And it's a great honor to have you on my page. Would you please introduce yourself? And it's good that we know you before going forward.
Yeah, no problem. So it is my pleasure, Roya. Thank you so much for inviting me in this amazing interview that we're about to have. Happy Friday to everyone who's watching in Sydney. Hello, hello. Yeah, I've been wanting to go to Australia actually, but because I am from the Philippines, okay, to those of you who
Oh, yeah.
right now. I am from the Philippines, so Australia is actually closer to Philippines than like Canada, right? But then, yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully we can meet someday. But yes, to all of you who are watching again, happy Friday. My name is Janina. I'm currently living here with my family in Ontario, Canada. And as Roya has said, I still have a full time job, but I am rocking this business. I am so grateful that I found this business, and I started this business 2 years and 6 months ago. And yeah, the business is just booming, like the online business. I am a proud digital business owner, and along with Roya and along with other people in our community, yeah, I hope we can enlighten you into, like, starting your own online business as well.
Yeah, you're right. You are actually a very successful business owner as well, and with full-time job, and you are a nurse, and it's so hard. How you could manage it, honestly?
Yeah, so like the thing is, before I think I wasn't really like good with time management, but like as you know, as our business has helped us with our trainings and stuff, like they encourage us to read self-help books. Like I really think that like my habit, actually has changed and improved so much. That's why I actually like I just like set my time. I have my family time, I have my business time, I have like the time when I work. So like I just make sure that like everything is in balance. And like it's such a good thing that you have like the online business on the side, because before I think I was just a robot. As a nurse, you guys all know that we work long hour shift, right?
Yeah,
So like I
exactly.
work 12 hours, like 3 days straight. So like I think I was just a robot, like doing my stuff in the hospital, and then going home, sleeping, taking a bath, and then tomorrow is another day. So like yeah, like with this business, I think it has allowed me to like kind of be more flexible. Like I'm
Mm.
slowly getting there to like the time freedom that I want. So I'm really really grateful.
Actually, this business help us to be more organized person. To be honest, this business money is important one side, but the other side we change our personality or character. We learn lots of good things we can apply or in our life, and we don't have any choice. We should apply, otherwise it's not easy to manage. That's a
Exactly.
good point. And also we learn from each other as well. To be honest, since I started this business, I learned a lot from successful business, how they could manage working full time and working on this business, and some of them actually working full time in this online business. So and I learned from their success how they could manage. I talk to them, learn to them. They actually tell me sometimes they use different application to manage their time,
Yes.
or sometimes they, everything is mindset, and which
Yes.
is good actually. I'm so happy in this business for both sides, money wise and
Personality development, right? Yeah.
exactly. And definitely, when you start this business 2.5 years ago, at that time, and at the beginning, you had to spend a lot of time for starting to set up your business. What sort of help and support you had at the beginning,
Oh, okay.
except training?
Yeah, for sure. So like so me, okay, I am a nurse and I have been doing nursing since 2009. So like I really don't have any business background, you know, but when I saw my colleague, she was like my college classmate in the Philippines. So we both are nurses, and she actually moved here to BC, Canada, and I saw that like she was doing this online business and she was spending a lot of time with her daughter. So like just like to kind of, you know, give people like a background of how I found this business, before I answer like the support, like okay, like with the support that I got, like I am really really grateful because I've done some businesses before in the past, but like this was the only one that worked for me. You know why? Because we have such an amazing and supportive community.
Mm,
We all have mentors and coaches that like guides us in this business. That's why I never felt alone. I never felt alone. I
mm,
always felt that support every time I will hit a wall, you know, because like this is something that's like challenging to me, right? Like
yeah.
I always have my mentor and my coach, April Chong. I hope she's watching right now. But yeah, like so yeah, like the support that I got, like I can't tell you like how, you know, I got like a lot of support. But then yeah, so just like moving back, you know, I just wanted to share to you who's watching right now how how I started this business, right? So before, as I was telling a while ago, I saw it to my colleague that like she's not going back to work anymore because she started this business a few months
Mm.
back. So I was like, what is she doing? Like, you know, like that's uncalled for, that's unheard of. Because, you know, I think in Australia, do you guys have like 1 year maternity leave or no?
Yeah. Maximum 1 year.
Maximum 1 year,
To
right? So
keep,
the same
to
in
keep the
Canada.
position, not with payment. Just keep the position,
Oh, not with payment.
not
Oh,
with
see, like
payment.
that's different.
Payment is 14 month.
Okay, okay. I think
Yeah.
it's kind of like similar here. That's why I was like, what is she doing? I want that like and at that time, my greatest reason why I wanted to start this business was because of my daughter because I was noticing that like she was actually 2 at that time when I started this business. And when I was going home, I was always tired because you know like 12-hour
Mm.
shift, I have to like take care of like 6, 7 patients, right? So like when I go home, my daughter always ask me for some time. Mommy, can you play with me? You know, when they're two, they love
Ah,
playing with mommy. And it
exactly.
just broke my heart because I think I was always not mad at her, but then like I think I didn't have the energy to play with her anymore. So like when I saw how my daughter was reacting, that like she was like crying, she was like so sad. So I was like, I spoke to my husband. I was like, we have to do something about this. There needs to be like a better way than like taking a second job, a third job, you know, like to make ends meet, to spend more time with their family. So I wanted something that won't take more time away from our family until I found this, you know, until I found
Mm.
it. Like because I believe that like people, we all will have different like the right timing. You know, like when you're gonna like feel
Exactly.
that, you know, like a you know, like a power within you to kind of like step beyond the comfort zone,
Mm.
you know, like that's why it was hard because like I've only knew nursing for such a long time, right? For how many years? But yeah, like that was my why. But I also wanted to share about my like the biggest thing that this business has really helped my family because as I've said, I started this business January of 2020. And then fast forward to December 5, so almost 11 months after I did this business, I actually was diagnosed of cancer. So I was
Mm.
diagnosed with the big C. It was actually stage 3 and it was aggressive. But I don't want to focus on this, guys. Like I don't want you guys to, like like cry or anything. I don't want to cry either. But then this is me telling you who's watching right now that how powerful diversifying your income is. So because of this business that I started a few months back before I was even diagnosed, I was able to stay home and focus on healing, focus on myself, focus on my family for one whole year. You know,
Mm.
like other people when they're sick, they still have to go to work, right? Like
Yeah,
if you're the
exactly.
only breadwinner in your family, if you have a lot of people that you're helping like in back home, like you don't have a choice. But
Exactly.
but I always want to tell people that you will always have a choice, right? If you like just prepare ahead of time, I really believe and I'm really grateful to God that I found this business and I was able to start this before my family even needed it. So see,
Mm.
I was able to stay home, and during that 1 year that I was able to stay home, I was even able to pay some of our debts, which was really, good because like even if I was a nurse, I really didn't have that extra money to kind of pay off like loans, debts, like car
Yeah,
loans and stuff.
exactly.
But here, I was staying home. I was earning amazing, even more than my monthly salary as a nurse, five, seven times more, 10 times more than my nursing salary here in Canada. So I was so shocked, right? That I was like, what? I'm even healing. I'm even staying home. And because of this amazing business that we have, it just is working for me in the background while I heal, while I focus on me, I focus on the things that are really important in our life, right? So like at the end of the day, I guess I just wanted to like share with you who's watching right now that we can never rely on just one job alone. I know
Exactly.
Roya has like a very good job. You are an engineer. I know that you guys are get paid more than the nurses, but regardless of your profession, I really think that we all should have like a plan B.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
must. It's a must these days, right? Like you don't have to wait for something to happen before you even like think about this, right? Like don't think twice anymore. It's a must that like we should have like something to like fall back on, right? Just in case you get sick, just in case someone in the family, like a death in the family. But yeah, so like things like this, right?
Exactly, exactly. And you know what? With the job that we are doing, as you said, we have a good salary, but life is expensive these days, and we
Exactly.
can't save anything. We have a plan to move another area. You have to have more money to buy another house or sell this one to buy another house to live in another area. So with this current job, how you can save money, honestly?
Exactly.
Mortgage, especially after COVID recently, everything gets 40% increase. For
Exactly.
grocery, we have to pay 40% more compared to 6 months ago, compared to 2 years ago. So, but our salary never ever is a dream increase 40%. Maximum percentage that they increase, maximum 5%, which is
Yeah.
rarely happen. So in this case, you're right. We should think about have a passive income, and second job doesn't work because if you have a second job, you have to pay 50%
More
tax.
taxes. Yes.
Exactly. And you work free actually, you work, for example, 300 for $300, but you will get 150. So it's not worth it, second job.
Exactly. You are just trading your precious time for money,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
And also, as a second job, you have to physically go somewhere and work for someone else, and
Mm-hmm.
you can manage, and you have to sacrifice your family time as well. But this online business actually is a good opportunity to let you, the time that your kids sleep. In the past, for example, you browse on different platform to watch your friends' picture. The time that in the past we spent for social media or watching TV, we can spend on social media and earn money. This
Of
is
course.
pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like I really wish that I found this sooner, but as I've said a while ago, I really think that like all of us will have the right time. And to you
Yeah,
who's watching right
exactly.
now, I think today is your right time. Yeah, like
Exactly.
everything right that is happening around the world right now, nothing is guaranteed already. Right? Like
Exactly.
that's why for me it's always easy to like complain about like our situation, how challenging life is to you. Now that like COVID has happened, increasing gas prices, increasing mortgage interest rates and stuff, like it's always easy to complain, guys, but always you always have a choice to choose to do something about it, to take action and actually like start something that's new. Yes, it's hard to take that step first out of your comfort zone, but look at me and Roya, we did it, and along with thousands of other people that are doing this business as well worldwide, guys, worldwide.
Exactly.
This is not just from Sydney, something this is not a business that you can just do in Sydney, in Canada, anywhere you are in the world who's watching right
Exactly.
now, you can definitely do this business.
Exactly, exactly. And the other good point that you mentioned that help you in your hard situation, which is first of all, I have to say, you are very strong, honestly. And I went through your Facebook page and saw a different picture and your the way that you recover, and you're so strong. And I know the team, this business help you. The other side, your belief, and I think you believe in God as well, because you mentioned on your you pray definitely,
Yeah.
and pray. You know it's this business actually help us to sometimes we forget that we have someone, a power that can help us. We forget that we have our own God.
Yes.
And it's good that we get close and pray for everything that we achieve in our life, even very little one, you know what I mean?
Like I think I wanted to share this also. Like it's not related to business, but it has really helped me a lot with my mindset, with how I healed quickly. Because before, I think I was the person that I didn't really practice gratitude. You know how like we were encouraged to like read gratitude, because at the end of the day, the more you're grateful, the more blessings are gonna pour in your life, right? The more good things are gonna happen to you, because that's how like universe is, right? Whatever God you believe in, like of course we respect each other's religion, right? But then for me, like my thing was, it has really helped me a lot, because before I think I wasn't really grateful. Like I know it sounds bad, but I think I was always my prayers would always be like, God, why don't I have this? Why don't my family have this? We are good people, like I was constantly asking him what I needed, like what I didn't have in my life, but I forgot to even say thank you for the little things. You're right, Roya.
Exactly,
Say
exactly.
thank you for the little things, like the things, like the hours, the minutes that you spend walking with your daughter outside, eating with your family, eating good food with your family. I forgot to even say thank you for the things. But ever since I started this business with a very supportive community that actually like lifts you up and like encourages you to be better, I started to become grateful. And being grateful has really led me to I don't want to cry, but to kind of like really change my mindset and switch it up. Like I really restored my faith. That's how I will say it. I really restored my faith, because like just as like Deborah, right, like from our team has said, right, always
Exactly.
have faith, guys, not fear. Do not fear, because like if you have God with you, like I'm pretty sure that you will be okay. You will
Exactly.
be okay.
Exactly, exactly. This is good point about our business, that when you have positive people around you, and then you have people that they always say thank God for having this, thank God to for very simple thing, in our community, every day we can see different posts, different action that people just pray, people appreciate the thing that they got in their life.
Yeah.
So it's actually sometimes
Mhm.
is a clue or hint for us that, hey, don't focus on those things that you don't have it. Just pray, appreciate those things that we got in our life, which is unbelievable huge number. It's so hard to count them. You're right. And I had a similar situation, same as you had a hard time. I had a hard time 16 years ago, actually. And I do remember at that time, at the beginning, I was shocked because I didn't believe that I have a cancer. And mine was very minor, not very serious one. Uh, and but it took me 2 months to believe, oh, it's okay, I got it. What's the solution now? And I
Mhm.
start, I always that sort of person. I'm happy person, active person, always appreciate and always talk to my God,
Mhm.
and always gratitude for everything that I have. But for that 2 months, I just was shocked. I couldn't
Mhm.
believe that I got it.
Mhm.
And after 2 months, I accepted and work on myself. And
Mhm.
I tried to be more happy, more active. And after a year, my body was clear.
Good.
And
Good. Good. Good.
and it was awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything depends on our
Your
mindset.
mindset. Yes.
Exactly. We are so strong. And thank God that I know you. And thank you so much that let me to talk about myself.
Sharing too. I didn't know. See, guys, this is the beauty of the business. Like we. I just met Roya today, and like like I just felt comfortable sharing my story as well. But see, like we've actually been in the similar situation, but like mindset has really changed me. Like even if we were assisted by the medical, like medications, the doctors, nurses that has helped us through and through our journey, our difficult journey, at the end of the day, I think the mindset has really helped me so much as well. If you have a positive attitude, if you believe that you're gonna heal, if you believe in yourself, you can do greater things.
Exactly.
Like,
And we can expand this belief to everything.
of
If
course.
you believe you can do something different out of your comfort zone, definitely you can do that.
Mhm.
This online business definitely is not easy, but I can say it's simple
Yes.
because we got a step by a step to set up, a step by a step to learn, a step by a step to improve personality, and also learn how to be in community, and you have a support. So if you believe you can do that, definitely you can do that, which you definitely did. And your rank at the moment is so good, and you achieve a very successful situation, which is amazing.
Thank
uh,
you.
can you tell us a little bit about the process that you get? You're a coach as well, isn't it,
Yes, I am.
Janina?
Yes, I
Yeah,
am.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
you coach people, you
Yeah.
help
Mhm.
people, so you're so busy.
Not really, but it's okay. Yeah, like like I am grateful that like even my new business partners are getting like good results in this business, because that's the thing. I always tell this to my team. I to whoever is interested in like starting this business, like before you start this business, of course you're gonna have your reason why, right? Your greatest reason why. And for me, sticking to that why until the end will really like help you reach like any success that like you put your mind and your heart into. Like for me at first, like my greatest reason why was like more time with my daughter, more time with my family. I am having that right now, but then at who would have thought that I would get sick and like see having a plan B that like paid the mortgage, paid the bills. I didn't even have to like stress I didn't get to stress my family financially because I was still able to support them even if I was healing, right? So
Mm,
like it's this business is just amazing. And as you've said, right, we have amazing mentors and coaches that guides us. Every week you will learn something new for free, guys, in this
exactly.
business. That's what I like. Other online businesses out there, you have to pay in order for you to like
Exactly.
gain more information, gain more like updates. But then in this business, we are a community that helps each other. And as Roya has mentioned, this is a step by step process that like you will have access to. And of course, with the mentor and coaches, like this is a business that like will not fail as long as you never give up and as long as you are willing to learn something new.
Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. The motivated people and those one that have a strong
Why?
why, they are successful.
Yes.
Because it's a business. You
Mhm.
have to work on it, and you can't just stay back as, okay, so I got my business, money comes. No, not happen like that.
This
You
is
have
not
to
a get
do
rich quick scheme, but then like the few years that you put the few years of effort that you put in this business, I've seen people quit their jobs in a few months, in a few years. But of course,
exactly.
right, like disclaimer, right, to everyone who wants to start this business, as Roya has mentioned, you have to put in the work, right? But then a few years, like I this is what like I was like thinking too, because like I've seen the journeys of other business owners who were successful in this business after they started, right? Like, and then in a few years, they were all like quitting their jobs. They were all like, doing this full time, buying a house. Like, we even have like someone that bought a house, like, even during pandemic, right? So, like, how can someone like buy another house, like, during
Mm,
pandemic? And then, like, people have paid 80,000 worth of debts, So, yes, like, these are the things that, like, could really, could be like your results in the future. And for me, if like a few years can give me that, I've been doing nursing since 2009 and I've never gotten close to like earning more than my salary, because guess what? If you're an employee, Roya is right. In Canada, I wanted to share because you were even saying a while ago like a 5% increase, right? Here it's just like cents, cents or like dollar
yeah, yeah, yeah.
even have to fight like with your union, and like like nothing happens after that. If you
Exactly.
forever become an employee, for example, you earn 5,000 monthly, your income is forever going to be 5,000 monthly. You're
Exactly.
never gonna like get out of that position like, oh my, I don't have like other money or other budget to like kind of travel with my family. I'm just gonna put it on credit card again. How good does it feel to like kind of have that extra money ready for that next travel, next getaway with your family, and not putting it on credit card, buying something for your family and not even checking the price, right? How good
Exactly.
will it feel,
Exactly.
right? And if you forever become an employee, you will never get close to like getting
Exactly.
this stuff, right? So
Exactly. Exactly. And the other good point about this business is at the beginning, definitely, for set up your business, you have to spend time for
of
like
course.
other business. And
Mm-hmm.
definitely you have to have money for investment,
Mm-hmm.
which is honestly, with the new stream, this investment is nothing. Uh,
Mm-hmm. True.
is kind of going out with family a day,
Yeah.
is a day expense you can invest in this business.
Mm-hmm.
And the other, at the beginning you have to spend a lot of time to set up, but after that, honestly, how long do you spend per day? Maximum two
two
hours 3 hours.
2 to 4 hours, yeah, like it really depends
Exactly.
on your why, right? If you want to like like quit like in like 6 months or like 1 year, of course you have to like spend more time like doing this
Yeah,
business. But just like you and me, we still have full-time jobs. I was able to do it, like, and I am like helping a lot of people right now, like in my team. So our team is really growing right now. So you know even if you do this full time, part time, or like even if you just do this on the side, we're not asking you guys to quit. Having a plan B is really a must. And this business is like, you will be blown away by the
exactly.
results that this business can actually give you. So
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And with 2 or 3 hours, if we consider generally,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a good income, which is honestly, I don't know any business working in this amount have a good income. Honestly, I
True.
don't know any. And the only thing that we do, we don't sell anything. We have products.
Mm-hmm.
You want to mention about this stuff about with what we do actually?
Yeah, so like we actually help people get set up. Like we actually help you start your own online business. You will get access to all our trainings, and you will have your own website. You know, we will do it for you. We have products as Roya has mentioned, but at the end of the day, we have this amazing free webinar that all of you can check out. Guys, remember it is free. All right. So like I hope Roya can actually like drop down her link down below so you guys can actually register, and it's a free information webinar that like would actually like explain to you how we do this business. At the end of the day, we always say this in nursing, people should do their own due diligence, right? You have to do
Exactly.
your own research, you have to do your own like you have to have that your own understanding about the business before you even make a decision. There's nothing
Exactly.
that I and Roya can mention to you right now we're not here to force people, okay? We're not here to sell anything to anyone, but like start with our free information webinar. This is really a business that can change your life, that will really work for you in the background after you got set up. And yeah, like if you're interested, like kindly register, and like just send us a message down below, and Roya will definitely reach out to you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Very simple, simple way to start an amazing business, which is more than 1,026 or
120,000, yeah, like what we're
yeah,
closing to 130,000 members.
yeah, people work in this business from all around the world and with different background, different actually background in nationality, different background in the job. We have nurse, mom, lawyer, doctors, huge difference.
Mhm.
There is no limitation to start this business. So the only thing that you need, your consider your why and motivation, and be strong and believe in yourself.
Yes.
Don't. Thank you so much, Janina. I know you are busy. I don't want to take your time more than that.
Oh.
And if you have anything you want to mention, would be great.
Yeah, so like first I wanted to say thank you again, Roya, for inviting me in this interview. I really hope that we inspired some of the people who are watching on your page right now. I'm definitely gonna get a copy of this so I can share this to my feed as well. Because I want to like inspire people. So to those of you who are watching right now, as I've mentioned before, having a plan B is not like something that like someone should just consider, right? It's a must right now. Like please let's all try to kind of step away from that comfort zone and do something about it, right? Like it's always easy to complain, but we always have a choice to like do something. So like I'm glad, I am grateful that I took action, and I'm really grateful how this business is really changing the lives of our family, but then it's also the lives of the people that I'm helping right now. Like I'm really grateful. I get to hear my business partners say that like, oh Nina, I've never spent a week away from my family because I was constantly working. But because of this business, because of the extra money that our family is getting from this business, I was able to book a week off without, taking a second job, taking
Exactly,
a third job.
exactly,
So, it feels so humbling. And I really am grateful that we have the means to help people live a better life. So if you want your lives to get better, if you are ready, if you're willing to learn something new, just as Roya has mentioned, you just have to believe in yourself and know your greatest reason why you want to, your life to get better. So I hope we inspired you today. I hope that yeah, we can reach like more people to help in this business. So yeah, like if you are interested, don't forget, please connect to Roya. Just like message down below, okay, how, and then Roya will definitely reach out to you guys.
Thank you so much, Janina. I really appreciate, and it was so good. I really enjoy talking to you, and you're very positive and very strong.
We are both strong. Oh, okay.
Thank you so much for those that watching this live now or later as a replay. And I hope you get some of your the answer of some of your question. And as Janina mentioned, you got enough motivation to check this business, and hopefully this works for you. And see you on this business.
Yes. See ya.
Thank you and bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.